Hi guys, Admin Ryan here. Hi guys, Ryan here. Hi guys, I'm Ryan here. Sorry, it's been a long while since the last update on my on the last video, which was the fifth and final update on my airfix P50 on my 1/72nd scale P51D Mustang from airfix. Um, Obviously, this video today is the final reveal of the airfix 1/72nd scale Supermarine Spitfire Mark 1A out of the RF Centenary gift set. Before I go any further, before I go any further, obviously huge shout out to Emily Houghton and Adam of Hobby of Airfix of Emily Houghton and Adam of Airfix and Hornby Hobbies respectively for sending me the RF Centenary gift set for free, for sending me this kit for free, the RF Centenary set for free. Obviously they have not paid me what to say or do, so my opinions on the kit, my views and the opinion and my views and opinion and the kit of the kit, my opinions and view of the kit are strictly my own. So are strictly my own. And obviously, the only other thing I want to say is a huge thank you to my godfather for getting in touch with Airfix, for getting in touch with Airfix and Hornby Hobbies, because for them, in order to enable them to recognise my talent. So I suppose we should get to the final reveal. Sorry about the jerky camera. Let's go in. Actually, it's probably a whole lot easier if I. So here she is. So here she is, chaps and ladies. Here is the Supermarine Spitfire Mark 1A now. The Supermarine Spitfire Mark 1A now fully Supermarine Spitfire Mark 1A fully completed. Obviously, fully completed now. Really happy with. Here it is. So here she is, chaps and ladies. Fully. Here she is. She's now fully done, fully completed. Really happy with how the. Really happy with how the kit turned out. Really happy with the kit, how the kit turned out. Really happy with it. So basically really happy. Here she is. So obviously since the last update, you saw, obviously it was of the aircraft all glossed, and obviously the last time you saw this was all fully glossed, ready for the decals. As you can see now, the aircraft has its decals on, so you've got the two RF roundels on the wings, on the upper wing, on the upper surface of the wings. It has the squadron, the 92 squadron, the 92 squadron's identification code. So in this case, it's Quebec Juliet Bravo, and I don't know if you can see it, but you've also got the. I might have to pick this up for it. I might have to pick this up for this bit, so excuse if I'm hiding some of it. But you've also got the squadron. You've also got the squadron code, which is X-ray 4561, and obviously the RAF fin flash on the port side, and obviously you've got the same on the starboard side, and obviously you've got the and of course you've got the RF, the underside roundels. So you got one on the starboard side, you got one on the starboard side, one on the port side. Obviously this obviously, as you can see, obviously the port side, the starboard side one is the standard RAF roundel, whereas the starboard side one is slightly different because, of course, this obviously this aircraft was at a time when it was at a time when the RAF flew the day and night scheme, the day and night scheme. So the day scheme was on the majority of the underside of the airframe, which is, and the obviously the night scheme being the black on the port side, on the underside of the port wing, and therefore it had a slightly different roundel. And I'll see, as you can also see on the bottom, you can also see the band, the fuse, the sky, the sky or beige green band that goes round that wraps all the way around the fuselage, even all the way around the fuselage. That is a decal, and they'll see that bedded down really, really well as well. So obviously, so as for the decals, I put them obviously as you know, when it comes to, I just did the standard procedure for deckling, and that is obviously soak them in the water, soak them in water, um, soak them in water, and then obviously wait till they're ready to come off the backing paper, and obviously took them off the backing paper. Obviously coated the area where they were going with a mixture of water and the deckling solution I use, which is Humbrol Decal Fix, which is Humbrol Decal Fix, So then, and then of course I placed the decal down and used a cotton bud, or as the American, or those of you in the States, called them a Q-tip, cotton bud, Q-tip, or a cotton bud, depending if you're in the UK, depending if you're from the UK, depending if you're from the UK and mainland Europe or the States. And basically use a cotton bud to basically roll the decal out to get rid of any moisture or water droplets, or any moisture or water or air pocket moisture and air pockets underneath the decal, and then obviously not and obviously that also helps the decal conform to the surface. And then obviously after I did that, obviously I gave the decals a coat of Humbrol Decal Fix to obviously bed them down, to fully bed them. Gave the decals a couple of coats of Humbrol Decal Fix to fully bed them down, to enable them to fully bed down, and to enable them to fully bed down. And obviously once they were fully set down, after that I just then gave this a coat of, after the decals were all the decals were on, and they had their adequate, and they had the number, and they had the number of and they had I think, if I remember correctly, I gave each the decals about 3 coats of Humbrol Decal Fix to get them to bed down, and which they did bed down really well. So after those 3 coats, I just gave to seal the decals in. I gave this a coat. I gave the model a coat of Humbrol Gloss Coat just to seal the decals in, and then to take the aircraft back to a matte finish, I just gave it a coat. A few coats of Humbrol matte coat, which is an enamel-based product. And then of course, so you see pretty much what you have here, pretty much. Yeah, so you pretty much so that brings us the aircraft to how it, and that's how I got the aircraft looking to how it is now. Really happy with how it's turned out. Really happy with how it's turned. I'm really happy with how it's turned out. Really happy with how it's turned out. Thoroughly enjoyed building this kit. Again, fit issues. I had very little few issues. Again, fit issues. I had very few, and very little, very few fit issues with this. Um, very few fit issues with it. Very few fit issues with this when I put this together. When I put this together, and I'm just, yeah, just really happy. I can't say it enough, but really happy with how it's turned out. Um, give you a close. I'll give you if I can hold the camera. So I'll just give you a close up. Sorry if I'm obscuring the undercarriage, but obviously I've got to find a way to hold it, sort of thing. But yeah, really happy with it. Really happy with the how it's turned out. Obviously, as you guys know, obviously I normally give each build I give like a little score, a score at the end of the build. So kit review, kit review itself, review itself. Obviously 10 out of 10 because obviously kit review 10 out of 10, and I'd highly 10 out of 10 in terms of the instructions are very well laid out and thoroughly detailed, and explains this, and it shows you, and it shows thoroughly well. The instructions are very well laid out and shows you precisely how each of the component goes together, how each component goes together. Obviously, the painting guide is in color. Obviously, the painting guide is in color, and the painting and deckling guide's in color. So therefore, it makes painting and deckling a whole lot easier these days compared to airfix kits of old. Um, and so yeah, so that point of view, 10 out of 10 for the instructions, for the actual review, for the queue, and obviously the detail. Obviously, 10 out of 10 for the instructions. Detail wise, really, considering this is a 72nd scale kit, and if you get this as a standalone kit on its own, I think, which is costs usually costs around about the standalone the normal Spitfire on its own costs, I think, the kit, um, the normal Spitfire kit on its own. Obviously, this is part of a gift set, so that's what I'm trying to explain here. Obviously, the normal Spitfire kit on its own, I think, costs around £8. So, to be honest, the level of detail you get for an £8 kit is actually for an £8 72nd scale kit is really decent. The panel lines are nicely done. They're not overly done. Cockpit detail is really nice. Is nicely done as well. I mean, it's not overdone because, of course, with a Spitfire, when you on a 72nd scale Spitfire, bearing in mind you don't get the option to have the canopy open on this one. Um, you get relatively nice detail in the cockpit, but it's not overdone because you don't see an awful lot of it. You don't see an awful lot of it, if that makes sense. Um, but yeah, so that's so yeah, and then of course the decals were in register and in print. Decals were within register and in print, printed really well and in register. Um, so yeah, 10 out of 10 for the kit review, for the actual review of the kit of the kit, um, of the kit itself. Obviously, I know, and like I say, this particular one is part of the RS Centenary gift set, but I'm trying to sort of give it from the perspective of this. If you was to buy this kit separate, if you was to buy the normal classic range 72nd scale option of the kit, because the version of the kit, because obviously this you can do this one up as a as a 92 squadron bird when they're up at when 92 were stationed at Biggin Hill, which is in the stand range. Obviously, this is part of the gift set, but I'm trying to do like a comparison, if you know what I'm saying, if you guys can understand what I'm saying. But yeah, and then of course build quality. Like I say, goes together really well. High goes together really well. Hardly any fit issues. Hardly any fit issues in terms of gaps and in terms of step. No step. Hardly any fit. Hardly any fit. I had very few fit issues. Hardly any fit issues in terms of steps or gaps. In terms of steps or gap. In terms of steps or gaps. So from that point of view, it goes together really well. It goes together really well. And then of course, it's a 10 out of 10 for build quality in terms and fitting, but build quality and fitting. Painting. Okay, so this is again painting. I always say is my personal opinion. Is obviously my personal opinion. Painting. I think obviously this is my own personal opinion. Obviously, you guys can either agree with me or disagree with me, but I feel painting. I feel paint job. I'm really happy with the paint job I've done on this, so I'm going to give this. I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10 because I'm really happy with how the paint job turned out, and I hope you guys agree. Feel free to disagree, obviously. But yeah, paint job 10 out of 10. Really happy with how this turned out, and then obviously decals 10 out of 10 because of course because they go together. They go down. They go 10 out decals are 10 out of 10 because they went down with hardly any fitish, with hardly any. They went down really well. They gave me very little. They gave me hardly any problems in terms of bedding, not in terms of not conforming, in terms of not conforming easily and not going down easily, and not going down and not conforming in terms of setting, and not in terms of not bedding down and conforming to the surface. But yeah, really happy with how this has turned out. I'd highly recommend it to beginner, and I'd highly recommend this kit this kit as in the gift set to a beginner. This kit as in the gift set as this kit to a beginner, whether it be in the gift set in the Argentina gift set here, or the starter set, or even the classic, range kit. Well, not the or even the standard range kit, because obviously they've got the classic range now. That's what I'm trying to say. Or in the kit, or the standard range Spitfire as well. So yeah, highly recommend this kit. But yeah, that's it. That's the Spitfire done now, guys. So you're probably wondering what I'm building next. You're probably wondering what Ryan's building, what Steamfan 61's building next. Well, you're about to see. My next build is going to be that. My next build is going to be the Eurofighter. My next build is going to be the Eurofighter Typhoon F2 that's in this set. That's going to be in the set because I just thought seems I've already built the other two. Seems I've already built the Camel and the Spitfire. It makes sense to complete. Just to me, it makes sense to complete this set and build the Typhoon. Obviously, you will be getting a review. You will be getting a review. You will be getting a review video of this. You will be getting a kit review, obviously, of the Typhoon, probably later today or this weekend. Either later today or this weekend, depending on how things go. Because obviously I've also got the I've also got for you the final reveal of the Mustang to come as well. So yeah, but my next build is going to be this. So that's going to be my next review. All it rest me to say is hope you guys thoroughly enjoyed. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed. I hope you guys thoroughly enjoyed following me on this. Following me on this build. Um, following me on this build. Hope you guys thoroughly enjoyed. Hope you guys thoroughly. I hope you got. I hope you guys thoroughly enjoyed following me on this build. And like I say, and of course, next video, and so my next and the next video will be, so the next video, next couple of videos from me will be the final reveal of the Mustang, will be the final reveal of the Mustang, and obviously the video and the build and obviously the kit review of this, of the Typhoon. So till those two videos, which I'm hoping will be, which I'm hoping to get done, which I'm hoping to get filmed today, but I don't know when you guys, but I'm hoping to get which I'm hoping to get filmed today and get published this weekend, some point this weekend. I'm hoping you guys, and I'm hoping to get these uploaded. Hoping to get these videos uploaded some point this weekend. But till this video and the next two videos, until this video, until the next time, I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys next time, right? Thank you very much for watching. And obviously, thanks for watching. And obviously, quick shout before I finish the video. Obviously, I know I said it at the beginning of the video, but I'll just say at the end, huge thank you to Emily, Adam, and Emily Houghton of Airfix and Hornby Hobbies for sending me this kit for free. Obviously, my opinions on and views on the kit are strictly my own. And also, a huge thank you for my godfather for getting in touch with Airfix to for arranging all this in terms of getting in touch with getting in touch with Airfix, just to them to obviously to look at my channel and recognise my talent. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. All right, bye chaps and ladies. Take care. Bye for now.